Hi, everyone. Deirdre Morgan here, clarity coach and intuitive, with some quick tips for you to manage this 7 universal month field we have during June. Seven. Seven's not an easy vibration, not an easy energy. We usually would like to skip over it. And why? Because seven represents aloneness, truth, honesty, wisdom. It really comes down to the nitty-gritty of, of who we are and what we want in life. So it can be challenging, but it also can be exhilarating. It's your choice. What are you going to do with this energy? Now, you may be asking, how'd you get the 7? Very easy. June is the 6th month of the calendar year, plus the 1 of 2026 universal year vibe. 6 and 1 is 7. So 7 is deep, 7 is still, 7 is quality over quantity, 7 is very magnetic. So, what does it tell us about this month? Well, in general, it's saying, oh, good, a chance to catch my breath, a chance to hear myself think, a chance to reconnect with what matters to me. This is a very different emotional experience than what we've been having, particularly for the last 5 months, which has been relentless, intense, and sometimes really tough. 7 is the vibration that says, rest, take it easy, relax, step back, and review what you've learned, what you've gained, and how you want to go forward with it. Because next month, July, is an 8 month, and we all know that's about power and authority and going for the gold. So this is the month to really pay attention. There. Okay, basically that's it. So what are my quick tips for 7? First of all, I want you to know that each number in numerology also has a body part that it affects, influences, represents, symbolizes. And for 7, it's the nervous system. Okay, so this means, for me, my perspective, the 7 is saying the exhaustion, the fatigue, the helplessness, the frustration, throw it all in, is really coming from your nervous system. Keep that in mind as we navigate the quick tips, okay? Now, what is it that I want you to pay attention to? There are 3 major steps I'd like you to consider during this 7 month. First one is release your control issues. Move into a place where you control what you can and you release the rest. I'm told, particularly by football coaches, but I imagine it applies to basketball or any other sport or whatever we do in life. It's quite simple. Focus on what you can control. Focus on what you want to put your energy in. Focus on being consistent. Focus on determining how much time and effort you'll put in. How you treat yourself, how you treat the loved ones and friends in your family, and how you respond when things don't go your way. Take a note, okay? None of this is terribly unique. You've probably heard it a dozen times. But now, during these hectic, war-torn, crazy, violent times we're living in, it's easy to get so submerged in the dramas that our leadership is creating that I'm asking you to say, you can't control this. Know what's going on, resist it, express your opinions, not saying deny or stuff it, but focus on your own life and those lives around you that matter and create the best of all possible worlds for yourselves. Worrying about things outside of your control is a recipe for disharmony, frustration, and any of the lower vibes of emotions, the anger, the jealousy, frustration. You know the drill at this point. So write down what is stressing you. Then draw a hard line between what you can influence and what you don't have the vote on. And then act on the first list, what you can manage and direct, to rip up or burn the second part. Okay? Number 2, find the stillness, the quiet within yourself, and eliminate hurry. You know, often we say, well, I don't have time to meditate. I don't have. Taking time to meditate, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 15, and I highly recommend Siva meditation to you. Taking those few minutes out of your day will just create a very smooth, easy timeline and field for you to act and get things done and have a perfectly beautiful day. So it also will take care of any anxiety that wants to pop in and run the show. Get quiet, get in touch, and listen very carefully to see if there are any messages from guides, teachers, angels, or your own inner voice. 7 is spiritual. 7 is about integrating and consolidating all the parts of ourselves into a new, complete sense of wholeness and well-being to go forward into these new times. My third suggestion: stop catastrophizing. Yes, we do live in very dramatic, very rough, harsh times. And we all have a tendency to dress up everything we're experiencing, make it a little more dramatic, make it a little more serious or important than it is, especially if we are feeling important in our lives. So stop making mountains out of molehills. That will only feed your sense of inadequacy, of lack, and telling yourself you're not enough. It's time now. Finally, we can say this. It's time for us to feel I'm good enough as the year goes on. Okay? It's time for you and I, we think for ourselves, our spirit, Do we really need a middleman? Time to think about these things. Are you really ready to become sovereign, to be the owner and own your life? Seven asks these important, sometimes uncomfortable or unpleasant questions, but we need to look at them. We need to answer them this month so we can take more purposeful direction going forward into July, August, and September. We live in great and extraordinary times. We have opportunities to really live our potential. And our potential is unlimited. Just remember, it's all about love. Everything else is incidental. God bless you all. Have a fabulous month, but take it easy. Be calm, be gentle, be still, at least 10 or 15 minutes a day. Take good care. Love you much.